Shalom Aleichem. We're learning Lekutey Halachot, the morning Halachot, Halacha 4, section 18. And that is the dream that Yosef had, that him and his brothers and his family were gathering stalks of wheat in the field. And it means knots, means ties, that they were tying in the aspect of constrictions, that they were constricting them, bonding them together, that they are in the aspect of ties and connections, because the constriction is in the aspect of connection, means that all of them were doing that. All the righteous and holy brothers, the children of Yaakov, they were gathering those piles of stalks and making ties and bonding them and constricting to pull by that, to draw on by that godly achievements. But those constrictions and vessels of Yosef, the righteous one, was greater than all the rest, in the aspect of what he saw in his dream, that his stalk of wheat was standing on top of all the rest, and it was standing straight and tall, that the tie and constriction that he made was standing and established forever and evermore. And also he said that all the piles of wheat that his brothers were gathering was surrounding his and facing his and bowing to his, that everyone had to receive from him the godly achievement by the wonderful constrictions that he made in his deep wisdom, because that he was all the time focusing his mind on bringing souls back to their root, that by that he gained that even the great righteous ones that are also doing that, focusing their mind in achieving great godly understandings and achievements by constrictions, they are also depend on him and suppose and need to receive from him, because his is above them all, about all of their godly achievements. In the aspect of the verse that is written, Rabot banot asu chayil, many girls made wonders, and you, ve'at, alit al kulana, are above them all. The eshet chayil, the powerful woman that represents holiness and purity in the aspect of the righteous man, the leader of the generation, his wisdom is greater than the wisdom of all the rest of the righteous ones that are also righteous and supposed to be respected greatly. And that was said on the true righteous man, the greatest righteous man of them all, that his mind is focused on making vessels and coverings to pull the Torah in real great wisdom that is so great that everyone will be able to come closer to Hashem through it. That is the aspect of the praise of Eshet Chayil that we just explained. In the aspect of Darshat Tzemer Ufishtim, she was asking for wool and fabrics to make clothings, in the aspect of vessels and clothings for godly achievements. And this is also in the aspect of what it is written in Eshet Chayil, Hayta ka'oniot socher, she was like the merchants' boats that bringing bread from long, far distance. She wakes up in the middle of the night while it's still night and feeding her house, feeding her children, that in the strongest, most darkest night of the exile of the souls of Israel, she's feeding them her prey. And it goes on all the verses. You can see that in all the verses of that holy praise in Eshet Chayil, when you read Eshet Chayil, you should focus trying to understand that great intention that we just learned, and you will find it in all the verses of Eshet Chayil. And that is the aspect of what it is written there as well, Noda b'sharim ba'ala, that her husband is known in the gates, in the entrances, that they are the aspects of shi'urin de atvan de oraita. She'arim, shi'urin, amounts of letters of the Torah, means the measures of the letters of the Torah. In the aspect of constrictions that he is pulling in his wisdom, by them Hashem Yitbarach is being known in the world. In the aspect of Noda b'sharim ba'ala, that her husband, the husband of the righteous woman, is Hashem, that she is dedicated to him, and he is her source of inspiration and love. So that is the aspect of Hashem himself. And on that it says as well, Piha patcha b'chokhmah, she opened her mouth in wisdom, and Torah of kindness and grace on her tongue. And our holy sages said on that it is talking and referred to the person that learns Torah for the sake of teaching it. He is not learning Torah for himself. He is learning Torah to teach it to others, to bring them close to Hashem Yitbarach. And on that it's written, Tzofia halichot beita, that she is observing and looking on the ways of her children, of her house, that the righteous man is looking on the way his people are walking, how they behave in the world, always for them, always to walk in straight ways, in right ways, that the candle will never turn off, that he will shine his light forever, and the wisdom of his wisdom and the conclusions of his wisdom will stay for generations, for eternity. And on that it's written, Velechem atzlut lo tochel, bread of laziness she will not eat, because his bread and his Torah is not bread of laziness, God forbid, because he was in a great rush while serving Hashem and established his Torah with great effort. And therefore her children are praising her. Those are the students that are being called children, the ones that he brought close to Hashem. Her husband is praising her as well. That is Hashem Yitbarach, because Hashem Yitbarach agrees on that, because he desires that the righteous man will bring everyone close to him, because Hashem desires kindness. And therefore, even though that many girls made wonders and great things, you, that is the specific true righteous one, leader of the generation, is rising upon them all. Thank you.